In today's class, we will be discussing about vectors, and the first vector that was developed, it was PSC 101. In biotechnology, one of the important aspects is cloning, and this cloning can be done from or at the level of organisms, cell or DNA. So it means multiplying the copies either of an organism or cell or DNA. And for this cloning or DNA cloning, there are two procedures. One is PCR, polymerase chain reaction, and the second is vector host system. In this vector host system, it involves creation of a recombinant DNA, transformation into suitable host, and this cloning vector is defined as any self-replicating DNA molecule. It can be a plasmid or a virus genome, and this can be used to transfer gene from one organism to another or between different cells. And important type of vectors are constructed from on the framework of native plasmid of different microorganisms, and a plasmid can be defined as an extra chromosomal element, and this plasmid this bacterial plasmid is an extra chromosomal DNA. The chromosome is separate, and the plasmid DNA can be extracted from a bacterium. It can be manipulated in different ways, and this can be used to carry a foreign DNA to produce a recombinant DNA and further its transformation. This native plasmid generally carry an antibiotic resistant gene, and the native plasmids can have size range from 5 to 400 kb, but a vector usually an engineered vector or plasmid can have a size range from 5 to 10 kb, and at maximum we can clone 10 kilobase pair of DNA fragments into it. The first cloning vector that was constructed was PSC 101. It was 9.26 kilobase pair in size, and this full form of this plasmid is Plasmid Stanley Cohen 101, and the host organism is E. coli. It was extracted from Salmonella bacteria. It was a native plasmid and it was derived from R65. Any plasmid vector, PSC 101 has got three main features. The first feature is its origin of replication. This is PSC 101 origin of replication. It has got a stringent control and 5 copy per cell. Its copy number is maintained because of this origin of replication. Besides this origin of replication, it has got a Rep 101 gene. It codes for a Rep protein, and this protein is required by the host organism for expression of this origin of replication. And the second is selection marker. This selection marker is a tetracycline resistant genes, TET gene, and this gene confirms resistance against antibiotic tetracycline. So on selection media, any microorganisms which contain functional copy of tetracycline gene can be maintained, and non-transformed cells can be eliminated. The third important feature is cloning site, and for this vector, the cloning site that was used in initial experiments were EcoR1, and these are also called as unique cloning sites. And these EcoR1 restriction enzymes, these are class 2 restriction endonuclease which will cut exact similar sequences. So this was the first plasmid that was constructed, and these vectors can be cleaved using a restriction endonucleases, and we can see the clean vector, and then foreign DNA can be cloned into this vector to create a recombinant DNA. So this vector is used for cloning, and this creation of this recombinant DNA molecule and cloning, it started in 1972 with the experiments of Paul Burr, and later on two scientists, it was the work of Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer. Stanley Cohen at Stanford University, California, and Herbert Boyer was professor at University of California, San Francisco, and both of these they worked together in creation of this first plasmid PSC-101, and in 1973 they published their finding, and it was published in PNAS journal in 1973, and this was the first example that any extra chromosomal DNA or plasmid could be used as a vector for cloning foreign DNA and transformation into